Isn't this better where I don't talk about multiple things in one video? I think it is. Hi again. We're going to do another video. In this one, I actually want to talk about my opinion, what I would do to the Uncharted multiplayer to make it a little bit better. This is my own personal opinion, and of course I want you to share what you would do in the comments down below. These are some suggestions, or at least if they called me up, they said, Gregan, listen, we need you. I'm like, okay, hold on a second, I'm taking a shit. I'll call them back in 5 minutes, naturally. I'll say, alright, what's up? They said, Gregan, you're in charge. You're running the multiplayer. Fucking go to town. Okay. Hang up. Go to Santa Monica. This is what I would do. I like the game in its current state, but it does have problems. And some of the problems are enough for me to put a hole in my fucking wall. Not that I've done that or anything. This is what I would do. First and foremost, the blind firing. It's just not right. I would set the blind fire at least universally across the board, as even if you're aiming on them, dead set, you got your camera and it's hitting them, 30% chance of hitting them with the bullet. That's it. Maybe less than that, I really don't know. But at least right now, I'd say it's at a 60% chance. If you blind fire, you're going to hit them. I wouldn't do that shit. I would do 30%. Dumb that shit down. And you'd still be able to do it, but I think blind firing is good for, holy shit, last second, don't have much, maybe I'll pull out my pistol and blind fire. I think that's when blind fire should be used. And of course, I'm not saying that I actually do that. You got to fight fire with fire. And even now, in the way that is, I find myself blind firing and steel fisting and doing that shit. So that's what it is. Blind fire, hip fire. People are saying, oh, don't you mean hip fire? Hip fire, I say, is Call of Duty. Blind firing, no matter how you want to put it, when it comes to not aiming your gun and bullets coming out of it, I call it blind firing. Hip firing is for Call of Duty. That's my own personal opinion. I'm sorry. My phone's blowing up. So what I would do is a 30% damage, 30% chance of hitting them across the board. I think punching, if you've got full health, it takes 3 punches for you to go down. And tell me if I'm wrong, but wasn't it like that in the beta? It took, if you got punched twice, if it was just direct punches, you still didn't go down? Weren't the punches a hell of a lot less damage in the July beta? I think that's the way it should be. 3, maybe even 4 straight punches for them to go down. Punch is way overpowered. That's what I would do. And then people are there punching each other nonstop. No. That's there as a last minute, holy fuck, I hope I get this punch. And while we're at it, the lunge. You should be looking directly at the person if you're going to get that punch. None of this, oh, he's over here behind me in the fucking closet. I'm going to press square and then suddenly I teleport over there and I'm fucking next to him and I kill him. None of that bullshit. Don't do any of the lunge. I would say get rid of that shit. Lower your chances of actually getting a punch. That's what I would do. Now, another thing that drives me crazy is headshots. They made an improvement on headshots in this game where you actually hear a different sound when you get a headshot. But I've shot people directly in the head 5 times. You know how it makes a different sound? I know I shot him in the head because it made that sound 5 times in a row, and the guy still walked away. That's one of those things where I literally punch myself in the cock when I'm doing that because I just get so frustrated and I don't fucking understand it. Headshots should do a hell of a lot more damage. They do more damage than regular body shots now, but I think they should do even more damage. That's my opinion on that. Other things that I would do is I like the kickbacks. I like the way that everything is going in regards to that. I really don't have problems with that stuff. In regards to quick boom being overpowered, yes, I would say quick boom is good, but it shouldn't give you an extra grenade. You should have a grenade, and if you really want to get good, use the explosive expert where you get the extra slot and then activate your shit so you got 2. But it shouldn't give you a nade. That's what I would do in regards to that overpowering. The snipers. I can't stand the snipers. If there's anything that frustrates me probably the most is how bad they fucked up the snipers. Where any sniper that you use is now a fucking actual zoom. I Love the snipers in Uncharted 2. I love that you just had your little circle and you could use that. And then if you really want to make sure, then you could go into the actual scoped in part. I beg for them to change that back. And when we were at the AMC event, they actually did a playthrough where they were doing the desert village. And when he was aiming in single player, the actual default was a something like that, a rectangle like that. And that's how you killed people. It wasn't a zoomed in or anything. It was just aim, and then it's like this. The regular standard, almost the way it used to be. If you, I would do this. Scoped in, where it's a bitch to really upgrade it. Once you get to level 3, you should have that option of, if you do scoped in, then it gives you the ability of not having to zoom in all the way on that. Just the thought of using the T-bolt with not the bullshit zoom in, I would love that. And I think that would make a lot of people happy. The sniper is a great gun, but it's dog shit in its state where you have to fucking do that super zoom in. So I would change that. Other little things that I would do. Shit. I guess I should have really put thought. I mentioned the main things that I would change. The nades, when you pick them up, I think everyone has had this problem where it picks up the gun that's below the nade over top of the nade. No. Nades get priority. If you have to assign a different button or whatever the case would be, those nades get the fucking priority at all times. At all times. At all times. No bullshit. There's too many problems with that. It drives me crazy. The spawn-in system where it says they're in combat, if you have an enemy somewhere nearby, fuck that bullshit. I fix that. That drives me insane. There's no one around, or they're on a level that's above you and there's an enemy up there, but there's so many problems with it. If there's actual bullets flying around them, I understand in combat. But if they're just running around and it says in combat and there's no one around, let me fucking spawn in on them. Other things, I was talking with my buddy about this, something I thought would be really cool, not that they have to change this or anything, but if they gave more recognition to people that got streaks, or triples, connect fours, 5 not alives, is if they paid some sort of recognition to the person, not even your teammates, anyone in the game, where it says, say you got a connect 4. It says, it'll show up almost like an animation down the scoreboard where it says Kragan 4584, Connect 4, and then show your emblem and give some sort of recognition to it. I thought that would be a really fucking cool idea. So you're playing it, and some guy, and you go and you get a Connect 4, and then down the scoreboard where it shows who gets the kill, a short little 3-4 second animation pops up. It says Kragan 4584, and then Connect 4 with your emblem. I think something like that would be badass. That was a little idea I had that I thought would be pretty sweet. But other than that, I like the direction they're going, and this is still early on. We haven't even tasted the actual full game yet, so I can't jump to conclusion and get really pissed until I have the full game in there. You saw the leaked video with the multiplayer skins. I think I saw 26 heroes, 27 villains. I'm a little bit disappointed in the fact that there was only 11 maps. I know, I'm getting sort of spoiled, but I was hoping to see, with that pretty much confirmation that Village is in there, I was hoping to see a lot more Uncharted maps at least. You're going to see it as DLC, I'd imagine, but I really thought that we would see more. I can only hope that we see at least 15 maps come as DLC. That would be really good. And that's it. All in all, I'm really looking forward to it. And I hope you are too. Game comes in 3 days. I'll be here Thursday. I will do an unboxing. And I'm debating actually doing a playthrough on this. I think I should. I don't know, do a commentary or what, but I'm thinking that I should do a playthrough. Everyone's been asking for playthroughs, and I just never really had motivation to do something like that, but I think maybe I should in this one. Let me know what you think. And what would you change in the game? As usual, comments down below. I've vented enough. I actually haven't vented. This has been a very productive video. I love that Uncharted is coming. I'm like a kid at Christmas. I really am. So let me know what you think down below. As for me, I'm out of here. I'll catch you all in the next video. Thank you so much for all the support and watching my videos. If you gave it a thumbs up, you're cool. If you gave it a thumbs down, go fuck yourself. And that's going to be it for me. Later all. Mwah.